Had to stop to talk to a young gentleman over there of 82 years old that's out riding e-bikes. 82 years old, and he's out riding an Aoki A8 Pro Max. Unbelievable, guys. When I tell you anybody can ride these bikes, anybody can ride these bikes. Let's try not to take anybody out, shall we? Here's the thing, can I get out through this neighborhood? Or am I stuck here? It looks like I might be stuck here. But there are mountain lions up in these hills. Asshole. Yeehaw! Come on. Wallke H7 all-wheel drive with my big goofy shadow in the way. But there's a reason why I'm riding this bike today, and it's not a review. It's to talk about it and to go have some fun. Basically, today's a bike ride. However, I want to tell you guys, of every single bike you've seen me review on this channel, this is easily my favorite. And there's no other bike that I have already reviewed that you've seen that can touch this bike. But what makes it even better than that is it's at its lowest price right now. But that's enough yammering. I have never taken a dual motor bike up the big hill up here. That's what we're gonna go do. I rode up this hill, halfway up this hill on rear motor only. Did it at about 20 miles an hour. This bike's a workhorse, guys. I tell everybody it'll climb a tree. 48 volt, 60 amp hour battery. I've ridden this bike 60 miles, and I'm a heavy rider. It doesn't get much better than that, but let's go take it up that hill. Make no mistake, this is a heavy bike. So if you fall over on this bike, you're gonna feel it. So don't fall over on this bike. But anyway, we're heading up the hill right now towards the park. I started at 0. Bike weighs 100 and something pounds. I'm already cruising to 15. I'm on rear motor only. It's still climbing to 16. This bike doesn't have the pickup on rear motor only. It doesn't take off like a bat out of hell. But when I put it in dual motors, this bike's gonna go. And we're gonna do that on the bottom of this hill up here. But right now, I need to get up to that area. Like I said, though, this isn't a review. We are gonna talk about the bike, though. We are gonna get some scenery. We're gonna go for a really long ride. I'm not gonna film all of that because then that video would be like 2 hours long. But we are gonna go for a long ride, and I'm gonna take you guys along with me. You don't get bikes with all these features at that price point right now, guys. You really don't. Not as good as Wallke. Holy shit, there's a lot of people on this hill. Oh wow. Let's try not to take anybody out, shall we? I gotta say one thing, as steep as this hill is, I am so glad that this bike has hydraulic disc brakes. On your left. Thank you. Now I'm feathering the brakes on this hill because I don't feel like shooting off that dirt hill over there like Travis Pastrana right now. Like right here. Look at that. That's a jump if I ever seen one. It's got motorcycle tracks on it. So somebody freaking skied it right there. That's crazy. All right, this is a big bike. Takes me a minute to get on it sometimes. We're gonna hold this down. Now we're in dual motor. Oh God, the power right when it gets in dual motor. Here we go. We're gonna hit it up this hill, guys. See how fast we can do. This is the first time I've taken a dual motor up this hill. Again, it's a steep ass hill. And I'm a heavy rider. 16. Yeah, it's nothing. It's taking me right up 15 miles an hour. And I'm not pedaling. The other bikes that I did take up this hill that weren't dual motor, I had to pedal to help them get up this hill. This is a hard hill, especially with a heavy rider. It took me up it. The slowest speed we went was 14 miles an hour, and now we're taking off. You just can't beat this bike. And I know you're gonna come out with, what about the wired? What about this? What about that? That's a different class of e-bike. This is a workhorse. This is gonna commute you to work halfway across town and back. I don't know if those bikes can do that. Not to mention those bikes are like stripped down, I don't know, race bikes. Now we're just gonna go have fun. I'm gonna take this bike on a ride that I've never taken it on before. Alex and I have 135 miles on this bike already. So I've had this bike, I don't know, 5 or 6 months. I see a lot of people talking about how e-bike reviewers are all like, they ride it once and it's basically a first impression. And that's true. When we review these bikes, we take it out for one video, and it's basically a first impression, but we try to put it through all the motions and see how everything works on it. And then, honestly, when you review e-bikes, you get a bunch of them. You're not going to keep them all. So you keep the ones you want, and you let go of the ones you don't want. You give them away, you sell them, you do whatever. I knew when Wallke reached out to me that this bike wasn't ever going to go for sale. The only way this bike's ever going to go for sale is if we get the newer geared versions. And honestly, I've pretty much given this bike to Alex. And you guys will know why in a future video, but I told Wallke when they reached out to me again and asked me if I could go out and shoot another video on it. They must have loved that ad video that I did. It was everywhere. Anyway, I was like, hell yeah, I love the Wallke. We're gonna go out and ride it. So that's what we're doing. We're just gonna go out and we're gonna put this bike to the test. That hill I just came up while I was yammering this whole time, I ride up that hill 11 miles an hour in every single bike I rode. We came up at, I don't know what the speedometer said, somewhere between 15 and 20, I would imagine. This right here is an incline, and GPS says we're going 28 miles an hour. So this bike will move, guys. I don't have to fight it to get to 28. I know that the display says we're going 29, GPS says 28. So if we're only a mile an hour off, ain't nothing wrong with that. I know one thing though, I may be getting braver and braver on these e-bikes. I'm still gonna ride with traffic. Hey, there he is. You're back out here.
Oh, hey, I haven't seen you
Since I had the orange bike over here.
How'd you make out with that?
Second gear from Grand Canyon?
Just so I can pedal. And,
Oh yeah.
And that's 21 miles an hour.
What was your name again?
Faye.
Faye?
Faye.
Faye? I'm Mark, nice to meet you again. I saw you out here a while back.
I was telling a couple of my buddies about you.
Yeah.
And they wanted to know what your website was.
Well, tell them to watch because you're going to be in a video.
Okay.
What? I got to ask you a question. How old are you?
82 and a half.
82 and a half years old, and look what he's riding. 82 years old, guys.
My eyesight, I can't pass the driver's test.
So this is what you're riding?
My eyesight.
What's the fastest you've gone on this?
43.
43?
Yeah.
That's so amazing.
You gotta have the battery charged up pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
How big a battery is that?
48 volt, 60 amp hour.
Okay.
So I've done 60 miles on this bike on a full charge. Had to stop to talk to a young gentleman over there of 82 years old that's out riding e-bikes. When I tell you anybody can ride these bikes, anybody can ride these bikes. And this is a great one to ride. It's fun to be out here riding. We're gonna go on the sidewalk. The only reason why I'm going on the sidewalk in certain areas of this bike ride is because there's no bike lane, and I don't want to ride with the cars. I really don't. If I have to ride with the cars somewhere, I will. Hate it. It's not like this bike can't keep up. This bike's pretty quick. I've never ridden at 45 miles an hour. I think I've gotten up to 40. I don't know if I've gotten up to 45 or not, maybe on a hill. I just know that it can handle riding with the cars. It's just not gonna be the speed demon. Like right now we're getting over with the cars. The turn lane as best we can. See, we got a guy in a 10-speed who's gonna end up pedaling up this hill. I am not. I'm gonna turn. Throttle only, baby. This is a monster hill to climb. I've had a lot of issues with bikes on this hill. We're not gonna have them today. 25 miles an hour. I know it's gonna slow down. Dual motor or not, this is a super steep hill with a super heavy rider. Woo, all the way down to 16. I am not gonna pedal on this hill. We're gonna see how the Wallke does. It's, like I said, guys, this is a, I don't know, I would say the incline in this is about 65 degrees, 60, at least 60 degree incline. But we're already gaining speed, getting to the top. Man, what a beautiful day for a e-bike ride. I'm not even joking. It is so nice out here. Look, a bunch of e-bikes hauling ass down the road at me right now. Super cool. And we got this, wow, everybody's out at the park today. Nice Jeep. Everybody's kicking it today. Wonder if I can make it to the off-road section. Oh shit, it's only 15 in the park. I gotta slow down. I almost forgot. I'm in the parking lot, just cruising along. Going too fast. There's a way to get on the sidewalk though. Now there's a hill over here that I've always wanted to go up. I wonder if it'll get me up that hill. And I can totally give it a shot. I think it can get me up there. I really do. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Oh yeah, this is easy. Easy peasy for the Wallke. Some of the other bikes I've ridden over here, I won't even attempt on this dirt hill. Here's the thing, can I get out through this neighborhood? Or am I stuck here? Looks like I might be stuck here. Well, I guess we can see how we go down on the dirt hill. Yeah, that's what it is. Look, we got a plateau up here. This is super cool. Hell yeah. Look at that view. How'd you like to tumble and fall down there? Now, I see a trail right here where these people were walking, right over here, but I didn't see where they went. Does it cut up around that way? No, they had to have come down somewhere. I don't see anywhere it could have turned. But, again, I've said it a million times, there's a lot of beauty in the desert. You just gotta know how to look at it. The houses don't beautify the desert, but they're nice houses. And then, of course, you got a flood watch right here. But this is super awesome. I freaking love this. We're gonna book it down this hill. See how the brakes work on the dirt, right? That's nothing. Just a leisurely little ride down a loose gravel road at a really steep incline. Let me remind you guys something on dual motor bikes, especially on a dirt road or in gravel or anything like this. Do not ever want to be on the throttle in dual motor in a turn on a dirt road or anything like that. He's not gonna bite me, is he? Be nice, puppy. Hi, beautiful dog. Everywhere I go, dogs want to eat me. Like Thor. I think that was Thor projecting his disdain for me into that Labrador. Anyway. we're gonna kick it out of here and we're gonna do some more riding. We're out of here. We got things to see. I just want to put some miles on this bike. One thing when I did the review I forgot was, I was like, this bike has every feature the other really big name brands put on their bikes and charge $2,000 extra for, but you don't have a phone charger. I was wrong. Right here, under this control panel right here, is a USB that you can unplug and plug your USB in there, plug into your phone, and you can charge your bike while you're riding. Hell yeah. That's what it's all about right there, baby. Yeah, I've been out for about an hour. We're still climbing the hill, and we're still climbing in speed. Gotta love the Wallke. And it feels like you're riding a motorcycle. It doesn't feel like you're riding a bike. Yes, technically it has pedals, so it is a bicycle. And I think the only reason why they put pedals on these things is so they can call them bicycles. But it feels exactly like you're riding a motorcycle. The seat on this bike is super comfortable, more comfortable than any of the other stock seats I've actually sat on as far as a bicycle seat is concerned. Now the moped style e-bikes, their seats are wider and longer, so those are pretty comfortable too. Still going 19, almost to the top. Here we are. All right, we're gonna go find something to do. I found a part of Summerlin that's being developed right now that I have not seen yet since they started developing it. There's a trail over here that I see people hiking on that comes all the way down the mountain. And it goes up right there. I think we're gonna have to come out here, brave the mountain lions one day, and go for a ride. And you think I'm kidding, I'm not. They're not out here now and they get chased away. But there are mountain lions up in these hills. And we're encroaching on their territory by building our houses. Anyway, let's get on the road. This is super cool. This is a whole area I've never ridden, so we're gonna go ride. It's a little dirt trail that runs alongside the rocks right here. I'll just stay on the sidewalk. The only reason, again, why I'm up on the sidewalk is there's no bike path. We got security here keeping people from going into where they're working, but there's people up behind them hiking. This is where we find nails and all the other good stuff. Oh, go chipmunk, go. Go, buddy, go. I'm gonna go for a ride. Yeah, they have a walking trail right over here, or a hiking trail. Now, I've ridden up through Summerlin before, but I have not ridden through this part of the development. I see that they've got the big dirt hill right here on the sidewalk for us to go over. It's no big deal, it's easy. Now, that trail is, oh, not see, here it goes. It ends right here. So I have to cut back down onto the street where I do not have a bike route or a bike trail. Oh, wow, there's two. Wow. There's two World War II airplanes flying over me, both painted red. Oh, I wish I could have got that with a camera. All right, dual motors, 17 miles an hour. We've ridden over 7 miles. I have not lost a single battery bar yet. And we're just exploring areas I haven't been up into yet. The ride alongside this mountain right here is pretty nice. 35 mile an hour range through here. This is awesome. This kind of feels like when I was riding through Red Rock, only the mountains aren't as pretty. But they are still pretty, they're still cool looking. Look like something out of a Roadrunner cartoon. Or if you look over these mountains, I said they look like a Roadrunner cartoon, but they kind of look like the movie Cars. If you look at those, the way the fins stick out of the tops of the mountains. It's pretty awesome. Again, I ain't pedaling nothing today. This is a full-on throttle-only ride, just to show you that on this particular bike, you really can do a lot without even having to pedal. 23 miles an hour on this hill, GPS says 22. Looks like we got security cars everywhere. We also have a stop sign. Ooh, we got another hill that's gonna take us somewhere here? Somewhere into the unknown that I haven't been yet? Where is this gonna take us? Also glad I got a review mirror on this bike that actually works, where I can see what's coming up behind me. What would be cool is if it had cruise control. I know I hate them on scooters, but for rides like this, really long rides, cruise control would be cool. We got people down here. Yeehaw, it's probably a dead end I'm taking myself to. But I'm not even worried about it. I have no range anxiety. This guy's playing a guitar on the side of the road. Nice. The guy's always sitting in his car playing a guitar. Or sitting out of his car just a little bit. 27, 29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 36, 37. 37 miles an hour on the Wallke. Yeehaw, baby. Oh, wow. So there's some kind of little trail up here that rides around this wash. I just kind of wanted to see it, how far it goes. It probably dead ends right here at the top. I'm sure it does. It does. It goes absolutely nowhere. I can see where people have been riding down there in the wash, which I will not be doing. You know what? There's got to be a little bit of adventure in your life. So I say we should make some. I'm going to put this in rear motor only. I'm going to pedal it since 5. We're just going to ride around the wash. We're going to check it out. We're going to see what it's all about. I see somebody else has been over here. I mean, they got the fence up so we can't get into the park, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I just want to make it through here without any issues. Looks like there's a pump house or a restroom over here. Could be anything. I'm just kind of taking it easy, watching the road. Again, I don't need any messed up back tires. Oh. That was an easy ride. I'm just out today finding places to ride that I haven't been before. It's just to go out and have a fun day on your bike. Oh. And since I have this bike and I don't get to ride it very often because we're always doing bike reviews, I had to do it today. Anybody need to use the restroom? There you go. Well, we're out of here. I don't even know where we are right now. Well, we're gonna go ahead and jump up into dual motor. Now, we are down 1 battery bar. I didn't check to see if I regened when I stopped. I probably did. And I put 10 miles so far on the bike. I've only lost 1 bar out of 6 bars. A lot of construction in Vegas right now, a lot of homes being built. Should we do our Captain Morgan? Ready? Easy to ride this bike one-handed too, even over all the bumps. Bike has amazing suspension. Right about now on any bike that I ride, my ass hurts. Right. This bike, it's just fine. I'm having so much fun out today. I gotta go do a live stream this afternoon. I gotta go do a live stream this afternoon. And honestly, I'd rather just ride e-bikes all day, but hey, look, we're getting farther and farther up in here. I don't even know what's up here. Oh my God, it's a dead end. What's it say? Road closed. Hopefully I can turn left through a neighborhood or something up here. Man, I rode all the way up here for nothing. All the way up here for nothing. Private property. No trespassing, no dumpers. No dumpers, no dumping. Trespassers will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I am the law. If I could afford Summerlin, I would most definitely live in Summerlin. It's my favorite part of Vegas. It's got the nicest houses too, in my opinion. Well, let's kick it down some more. Back to the bike lane. I said earlier, never turn in dual motor. When I turned that corner just now, I hit the throttle in dual motor. And I'm not doing one of those do as I say, not as I do things. This is the only bike I've ever been able to turn on pavement, dry pavement. In dual motor, this is the only machine I've been able to turn on in dual motor that doesn't wash the front tire out from underneath me. Now, I'm not saying that you can do that on this bike, and I would never even try to convince you to do something like that on this bike. Just because it works for me does not mean it's gonna work for you. Anyway, I digress. Don't ride dual motor, don't throttle dual motor through a turn. This is just the only bike I've ever been able to do it on where the front tire didn't spin out on me. What happens is, when you lean in a turn and you get the throttle in dual motor, there's no more weight on the front tire, so it starts spinning. And when that tire starts spinning while you're laying down, you're gonna lay down with a 100 and something pound bike on your leg, on your chest, on your arms. So don't do that. I have no clue where we are. I mean, I know we're in Summerlin. I can always find my way home. Still down only 1 bar. We're totally at Charleston. Red Rock is literally over there. That's crazy. So I'm gonna have to jump down into all these cars just so that we can get out of here. We're out. Power, baby. Yeehaw! We're still in Summerlin, kinda. Yeah, we are. We're still in Summerlin. I mean, that's called Summerlin Center right over there. Shout out to Amy in Green Valley for making me this awesome shirt that I'm riding around in. I can see your dumb ass. Toll. You know what? If they're not paying attention to you on the road, they're pulling up behind you and laying on the horn to scare you. Sometimes I just hate people. I really do. We got a park over here, it looks like. There's some kind of trail down there that can be ridden. I didn't even know that was over here. Maybe I need to investigate this a little bit. Let's jump up on the curb here and take a look, because I have never seen this area to ride ever. This is called Cottonwood Canyon. This is what's fun about exploring on e-bikes. I never knew this was over here. I was looking on Google Earth places I want to ride, and I have a list already, so that on videos where I'm not making reviews, I can find areas to ride. And I never even saw this. This is super cool. Oh look, there's a tunnel over here. Where's the tunnel gonna take me? Yeah, I didn't even know this was here. This is crazy. These crazy rich people got all the fun places to walk and exercise and do whatever. I'm still only down 1 battery bar. Yeah, people are not nice. I said, this is so cool. They just looked at me like I'm speaking another language. Oh my God, this is too fun. Good morning. Wow. Who knew that rich people had all this stuff at their disposal? I didn't. Look, it just keeps going. There's other bikes out here. This is super awesome. Wow. I'm gonna put this down in a pedal assist like 2, just because I don't want to. We're gonna go to rear motor only. That way I'm not. So I'm in pedal assist 3. I shouldn't get up over like 15, 16 miles an hour. Well, maybe, I don't know. This is awesome. The fact that Vegas even has these out here for us to explore and ride, that's just too cool. I had to drop down to pedal assist too. Rear motor only. I would love to zip through here one day when there's nobody here full speed, but might get in trouble for that. It almost looks like the cart path for the old Badlands golf course, but it's not. I found that on Google Earth, and I was going to go ride it, but it's private property. And even though you can literally ride right into it on a certain street corner in Vegas, there's a big sign that says, "You will be prosecuted if we catch you in here." And all I wanted to do was ride the old cart path because the golf course has been defunct for over a decade now. Look, and you can go right up here, right up to your apartments, because that's what it leads up to. Sidewalk is closed for repairs. No, it's not. I'm on it. We have another tunnel. This is just, look, and there's little pathways that just lead you out of here. I'm getting farther and farther away from home, I know it, but no range anxiety because I still have 4 bars out of 5. Echo, echo, echo. Now pitching. Now batting for Pedro Barbone. Manny Mota. Dogs must be on a leash at all times. Where the hell are we? Oh, now it's leading us into an actual park. Total awesomeness today. Been able to find this. I can't wait till I'm riding both of my dual motor e-bikes, hint, because Alex is going to be with me on a lot of those rides. We're going to kick it out of here and head back the way we came in. Actually, we're just going to jump up out of here completely because we're done with this ride, but that was a lot of fun. There's still another half of this that goes east that I haven't even seen yet, so we'll have to make sure we come back and ride that once I find it again. So that was on Town Center. And we're just gonna kick down the sidewalk right now because I don't want to cross. I don't even see that bump in the road. Where the hell am I? Far Hills. Well, let's turn left on Far Hills. Far Hills will get us farther out of here. Nice lay down. Dual motor turn. Don't do that. Is that an apartment complex or a prison down there? Where the hell am I? I honestly don't know. Farther away from home, that much I know. Get behind the cars. Keeping up with them. Funny stuff right there. That was a fun turn. Man, I love riding e-bikes. You guys don't even understand. I know so many people are like, oh my God, it's another e-bike video. But you know what? If you don't have one of these, get one. And you'll see why I have so much fun doing this. I don't want a motorcycle. Everywhere I rode this bike today, I can't take a motorcycle. Not legally. By the way, the basket you guys see on the back of the Wallke that wasn't there in the original video, Wallke sent me that. And you can put your lunch boxes, you know, you could probably do Uber Eats or something with these bikes. I see a lot of channels that do Uber deliveries, DoorDash, stuff like that on these bikes. I used it, I asked for the basket because I wanted to be able to carry more gear with me, like tripods and things like that if I want to stop and film something, if I see something I want to make a video about. So I got my gear bag back there and it's strapped in. So thank you, Wallke, for sending me the basket. It'll be probably 25, 26 miles by the time I'm done. We've regen back up to 4 bars. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. You're not gonna beat the price of this bike with all its features for this Christmas. You're not gonna do it. You're gonna hear me talk in a lot of reviews coming up about Black Friday sales, and everybody's gonna have their own Black Friday deals, and they're all gonna be good deals. and the bikes I have that I'll be talking about for the Black Friday are good bikes. But this bike right here, not a single one of them is gonna be able to touch this for the amount of money and all the features that come with it. This is a dual motor e-bike that goes 32 miles an hour out of the box. It climbs hills, it'll climb a tree. Just kidding, don't hold me to that. And it goes up to 60 miles. If you're light, 130, 140 pounds, you get 100 miles out of it, versus the $900 bike that's gonna get you maybe 30. This is your choice right here, guys. I love this bike. Oh, now I'm down to 2 bars because this hill's so damn big. I need to get out of here. The final stretch home is a big ass hill that I've never ridden an e-bike on because there's too many freaking cars out here. But I do have a review mirror and this bike is a tank. So I can see the cars coming up behind me. I know where I can and can't ride, or where I should and shouldn't ride. As long as everybody obeys the traffic laws, I should be safe. I know I'm booking at 30 miles an hour up this hill, and this is a strong incline. Wallke's pulling me right up it. What sucks is I gotta stop at this damn light, which is gonna slow me down a lot, and I'm gonna have to build all my speed back up again. I wasn't gonna, but you see them coming up like that on me, I just don't wanna, I don't wanna chance it. I feel a little bit safer over here. I don't see any more cars. I'm building up speed pretty good. I'll get back out on the road for a little bit. I mean, I see cars way down there. Hopefully they see me. Go around me or turn or something. I've reviewed so many e-bikes this past year, I think over 20. Maybe somewhere around there. I know at some point in time I had like 18 or 20 machines, but it's good to get back on this. I miss riding this bike. This was supposed to be the channel bike. When I started reviewing bikes, I thought I'd get like, 4 or 5 or 6 bikes to review, and they just kept coming. So I never got back to ride this because I've been busy making review videos. But I tell you right now, I am so glad we kept this bike. It's freaking amazing. I don't think we'll ever get rid of it, unless of course we get the 2026 model or something, but even then, we'll probably still keep it. Just so we can go riding with our friends and they can hang and do long distance with us. Still 2 bars. And I'm actually really close to home. 27 miles so far on the bike. I'm out in the middle of the street. I can see cars coming up behind me. That's all right. And we're on the last leg of our journey. This is one of my testing hills when I do reviews. I always say on the rear hub motorbikes that I only get about between 9 and 11 miles an hour up this hill. Dual motors right now, pedal assist 5, I'm doing 27 miles an hour on this hill. GPS says I'm doing 26. So like I said, we're only a mile an hour off from GPS. And this bike climbing up this hill like it's nothing. This is the best fat tire e-bike I've ever reviewed on this channel. When they asked me to make a video for their Black Friday stuff, I was like, yeah, sure. I love riding a bike. Might as well take the cameras with me. See you at the house. Just walked in the door. Stats of the ride, 28.65 miles. Average speed was 11 miles an hour. Max speed was 35 miles an hour. And I still have 2 bars left on the battery, so I could easily put another 15, 20 miles, or maybe 15 miles on the bike. So I get 40, maybe 50 out of the bike. I believe on my first ride I did 60 miles, but it wasn't all uphill. And I think I did it in 2 rides. I don't remember. Anyway, it was a good ride. Full disclosure here. I weigh almost 300 pounds and this bike took me out on this long ass ride today like it was nothing. I never had an issue with this bike. If I've ridden it 60 miles and you weigh 150 pounds, you're going to get that 100-mile ride out of it. You're going to get to charge your battery and ride it all week long before you have to charge it again. This is so far the favorite bike that I have reviewed on the channel. And right now it's only $14.99 and you're not going to be able to beat that. I'm being 100% honest with you. I don't think there's any other bike company right now with dual motors, 3,200 watts, that's going to be able to beat that. I don't know 100%, but I really don't think so. Not for what you get on this bike. There's going to be a lot of bikes that are $2,500, and they're going to have probably some more features, but think about it. Do you need all the features, or you just want to go ride and have fun? This bike already comes with almost all the features those big name brands are going to come with, and Wallke's a big name brand, but the bigger brands or the other popular brands, let's put it that way. I love this bike. It's a bike that we will always have and will always ride. Also, I have a $50 off discount code. This is going to be a great, great Christmas present for anybody that gets it. They're gonna love it. I love riding this bike, but I love riding all e-bikes. But this one right here, it's just I don't have to worry when I ride. Love Wallke. It's a great bike. Thanks again, Wallke, for sending it out to me for the original review. And of course, I'd make another video. It's the funnest bike we have to ride. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you check the description and click the links and do all the things. And subscribe to the channel. You guys rock. I'll see you on the next ride.